May 19th, 2007, Home Depot, Bridgeport Hill. Bring you around the guardrail. This is building C. This is the sink drain. It's supposed to get the water, which that concrete curb was placed there last week by the city of Bridgeport to divert the water out from the fire hydrant area. Again, that fiber optic cable runs the back of that guardrail. You can see it dropping there, the guardrail. As the water is apparently went around where that new curb is at one time before the complete sinking over there, somewhat sinking over there, that the water stays over there and goes down through the blacktop apparently now. But when it did come around there, it went around the fire hydrant. You can see it sinking there. You see the problem here now with this area. This is the rear of building C. B's up around the corner. It's the one they're having problems with now, raising up or dropping down, whatever. Where this area is here sinking, as the previous pictures from May 18th of video shows, the water going down there and not making it this far over to where I'm standing now. It just goes through those little holes in concrete border, but mostly just goes right down through the blacktop like a drain itself. My property is directly there. The red barn is directly down that area behind this. Directly down over the hill. This is where all the water goes. Water has to go somewhere. It goes downhill. Walking along. There's a sitting net fiber. One part of it comes down and goes buried through that runner somewhere, some type of protective runner or whatever is coming out of the ground. They have it run up to their building. You can see the level, the height of this blacktop level here. You can see how low it is. It's on a camera level. Didn't take exact measurements. Walking along. I believe there's another fiber cable that's somewhat, it's not on the back of this guardrail, I don't believe. I believe it's buried in, no, it's buried in water pipe. This is walking along the back. You can tell I'm walking uphill the whole time, this whole period of time. This is behind building B. You can see it's level the corner here, but when you swing around this way, you'll see how it takes off. Gradually, the water comes down, collects down there in that pool, and just goes right down through the blacktop at this time. Through the drain holes, you can see the guardrail leaning. Again, my property directly down below that. Continuing on, a little nippy today. Right along this area, along this drain. I won't comment on the proper placement of what they've got going on. It's their business. Whatever works for them. As you can see, this drain still going along here. It has its problems. They said floor raising. Their construction workers and engineers do not know what's happening for sure, according to the article. You see up there the outside shell has crack, has problems. You can see along here, it looks like it's raising. See the center, that the wall is raised up. There's an actual V in that area. That crack follows along. They've got problems. I've got problems. Call it their problems, but nevertheless, just walking back around. This is building C. I know this is long, but at least you have a perspective of things as they are May 19th, 2007. Again, it gives you perspective. There's Home Depot. I made a complete circle around both buildings. And some more of the fiber cable city nets running the guardrails as their support structure. I don't know. To each his own. Again, you can see that guardrail there is sinking right there, that area. If you use a straight line, you can see the fire hydrant pulling to the right. So it's pulling, it's dropping down too. There's a 6 or 7 inch high pressure water line and a high pressure gas line that runs through this area. Petroleum Development had a gas line, I think a year and a half ago or so. They cut it dead and got out of here. And of course you can see the leaning of the guardrails in this area here, and the elevation. It's hard to there you go, you can see. Yesterday, and I was out here May 18th, according to the video, you can see the water was running. It was a moderate rain, and a moderate rain made it to right there, and it was going right down through the blacktop. I didn't notice much of the water going through the drain holes at the time, just straight through the blacktop. It didn't make it to the second piece right here where this clear blacktop line is. It didn't make it that far. Here's the fence line that the area you can see now. You can see the fence post. And what strikes me odd for me is this thing's still holding. It's given way some. You can see here moving a bit, but comparatively still holding to a certain degree. You can see the type of material they used at the time, pushing rock or whatever, whenever they did it, but it doesn't matter that. It's the idea that this is the bottom area. There's building C, and it's not really, to me it looks like it's sinking. This area's sinking. It's not kicking out and dropping, it's sinking. Probably through water erosion. It's a beautiful view, isn't it? Pretty view.